I'm here with Justin Gaethje, head of UFC 313. I'm just joking, obviously. I know. Do you remember that prank? What was going through your mind?
No one's ever getting me with that again. Ron Crook got me.
Undefeated fighter Justin Gaethje. Not Gaethje.
No, it's Gaethje.
Exactly. That was an April Fool's prank. Now, what was going through your mind when he was trying to say that was the correct pronunciation?
Oh, I was much younger, much more vulnerable to jokes. They call me Literal Larry.
Took everything literally.
Yeah, literally I do. But yeah, it was fun.
How's the preparation been? You've been out of the octagon for some time. Are you ready for the fight this weekend?
Yeah, I better be ready. It's game time. I've committed my whole life to this. This is gonna be my 38th fight, including my amateur fight. So yeah, I'm ready to go.
I just spoke to Fiziev. He pretty much said that last time he fought you, the eye poke did change the fight. How do you think this fight is going to go differently, the rematch?
Yeah, I mean, I hope I finish him. I did not get beat by Max Holloway because he poked me in the eye twice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the spirit that I come with, but whatever.
Now, he did say he was very thankful for you giving him the opportunity and he wanted to shake your hand. Have you had the chance to run into each other?
Yeah, I saw him. I shook his hand.
Yeah.
Now I get to punch him.
Okay, now the respect is out the window. Very thankful, obviously, for the opportunity. And what did he say?
Yeah, he said thank you, and I told him let's have some fun.
What was going through your mind when you had to take a replacement opponent? I mean, like you said, he has a lot of respect for you giving him the opportunity. What was going through your mind throughout the last week when they had to offer you replacement opponents?
Yeah, I mean, I knew that the UFC had already sold tickets to this event. I knew a lot of people buy tickets to come watch me live, and I didn't want to let them down. So I think as soon as they called me, I told my coach and my manager that they're going to make the decision ultimately. I wasn't going to really play any part in making that choice because I have to be ready. I have to have the mindset that I could be anybody anytime. But there's a little bit of a business decision, and I think my coach and my manager have the best intentions for me, and they were going to make the best choice.
And has the preparation changed at all now that you have a new opponent?
Yeah, I think no. I have to believe in what I think my cardio is top notch. I think it's in good a shape as I've ever been, and I have to believe in that.
Well, Dan Hooker, before he dropped out of the fight, said his game plan was at the window and he was going to go in swinging and you guys were going to leave in an ambulance and end up in a hospital. Is that the mentality you guys have to bring into these fights, especially when you're going up against quality opponents? Yeah,
I mean, I don't necessarily think about the danger. Obviously I know I do something dangerous, it's violent. Whether I end up in an ambulance or not, I'm not planning on it.
Yeah.
I was hoping to just send him in the ambulance.
That's best case scenario, yeah.
The best case scenario is I knock him out in 10 seconds.
Okay.
Take no shots. I'm ready for everything. Obviously I've said this is my 38th fight.
Yeah.
I understand that anything could happen at any moment, and if you're scared of getting hurt, then you're in the wrong profession.
We basically answered this question, but I want to ask you. You recently tweeted out the unreleased footage of the 300 knockout, and you said, "Live by the sword, die by the sword. That's all I know." Has that been your mindset your whole career? You want to get in the octagon, go out on your shield, or just go out there and knock someone out?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's been my mindset my whole life. Since I was a child, I've been wrestling. I wrestled for 20 years, and those are one-on-one competition. And in those situations, the harder you try, the worse you do sometimes, and you have to just trust in your abilities. And I think I'm very athletic. I think I'm very competitive, and those are two, and I got really dense bones, and those are a good combination to fight people.
Now, be honest with me. After the 300 knockout, did it make it feel any better that you got the $300,000 Fight of the Night bonus?
I guess maybe a little better. Yeah,
at least you got paid big money to get knocked out.
I got paid outside that, yeah. So
yeah.
This is my biggest payday of my career, so I was excited.
Hey, congratulations on that. The UFC recently released that you've accumulated over $900,000 in Fight of the Night bonuses, and I'm sure it's probably more. What does that mean to you that you're one of the most entertaining fighters in the UFC?
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of that. I think I got 9 of those bonuses in my first 7 fights. I think we're all out here trying to set records, and that's a record that will never be touched. And so I'm proud of that. Everybody that spends money gets what they came for every single time. When I pay money, I want to see something that I came to see, and I give it to them every time.
But you're putting on a show. I want to ask about the show. Alex Pereira is headlining this main event. I want to get your thoughts on the main event. Alex Pereira or Ankalaev? Who you got?
Well, it's a tough one. I mean, again, anything can happen. I've been such a big fan of this sport, and we're always on the edge of our seats because we don't know what the fuck's going to happen. When it comes to betting on fights, I'm telling you, don't take my advice because I have no idea. This sport is so crazy, and styles make matchups. So I think it's a very unique, stylistic matchup. I think if Ankalaev can utilize his wrestling, then it's going to be a tough night for Alex. But I've been this is maybe my 3rd or 4th fight that I've been on the card with
Alex,
Pereira, and I'm Team Pereira.
Everyone's been arguing whether or not Ankalaev should wrestle or not. Everyone that Pereira has fought has kind of just tested his striking ability. Hasn't wrestled him. Do you think Ankalaev should really test him out with the wrestling?
I think no matter what, if you're going to strike or wrestle. I mean, obviously you should play to your best.
Yeah.
Whatever your best attribute is, you should probably do that. So, we've seen him knock people out. We've seen him, grapple people. So I'm not sure what his game plan is going to be. But anytime you have a striker like Pereira, to make them at least think that you're going to wrestle is very important. So I think that he'll at least 100% show it.
And last one, Justin, pound for pound number one in the UFC right now. I've been asking this to fighters across the UFC cards. I want to get your thoughts. Who do you think the pound for pound number one in the UFC is right now?
I think until John Jones is done, it'll be him. We do weight classes for a reason, so he's the biggest and best.
It's the easiest explanation, yeah. Okay, I want to wish Justin the best, mate. Can't wait to see you in action. Thank you so much.
Thank you.